And we are in Australia tonight. It's myself, Ron Skitter, in the comms box, and with me is Gerard Butter. How's it, Gerard?
Hi Ron, good evening. Nice to be back. Let's just get some telemetry on here. Let's see. I think Jared's on his out lap.
Yeah, we'll follow Jared. He's the first guy to do a timed lap. But squiggly.
Speed Alcoholic also going out. He's in the Aston. People can remember Jared from last season. He was in the Mercedes in your team, Ron.
Yeah, that's right. Had a couple of good races, maybe missed a few. I think he's also still studying, so. But the general, pretty decent.
Yeah, well, we had a bit of rain during quali. It dried up. I think Q2 and Q3 the rain didn't hamper us. It looks nice and clear from here. I don't know what the race is going to be like, so it doesn't look like the guys are going to have any issues with rain. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, maybe any of the drivers that are in the lobby that saw the weather can maybe hit us with a comment. Yeah, 16 drivers in Q1, so we will lose one driver, so there's something to play for here, at least in Q1.
Yeah, we got people different tire strategies. I don't know what that is on about, but
yeah, it's very strange. Maybe the guys on the mediums are hoping just okay to use those mediums. Maybe they're committing early on to a soft hard strategy.
So Jared's on the board with a 125. I see Speed is next on the board.
We shall follow him as well. By the way, Zero commented and he said, "Rise all the way." Thanks for that, Hanku.
Yes, so Speed putting the foot down there. He's doing a 122 there.
He's not messing around.
122.249. I think last night pole position in Q3 we had a 121.7 from Aguilar. Unfortunately, he had a mishap. Couldn't finish the race, but he was in a good position.
Looks to be next guy across the line. It's going to be Lee van Rooyen in the Ferrari, but he is invalidated. But I think that was his out lap anyway, so he starts a flying lap now. There we go.
I'm on board Arno here, so Arno and Nick Geshen joining us from Division 2. They were the Red Bull boys last season, the fast guys. So a lot of pressure on their shoulders to rub shoulders with these guys. So yeah, but I'm sure they can manage. I think Arno had the pole position here last year.
Arno Nick used to be an old, what did we used to call it? Division 1 or First Division.
Yeah.
A couple of seasons ago, so they're not, I think they enjoyed it.
New to it, yeah. So Eugene, 122.8. Arno, 123.391. So I see Nick also on a lap. I just want to go towards him. He's coming around the last corner now. 123.6. And Lee also coming second. I think it's the second last corner, coming to the last pit straight now. So he does a 123.3.
And behind him, is that a Red Bull? Is that Glitch? No, there's a Red Bull of Blinkies first, who put in a lap, 124.2. He did those on the medium, so just presumably saving softs for Q2.
So we got Zero and Glitch on out laps. I just see who's going to be over first. I think it's going to be Glitch. So Glitch, he's in a Red Bull. He was in a Red Bull last season.
If you just following Glitch, if you can just carry on talking about it. I just want to double check the audio on the stream.
No problem. Now we're just following Glitch here. He gets a purple first sector.
Thanks for that. Audio sounds perfect. So
Okay.
my issues of 2 weeks ago or the end of last season are fixed. Yeah, Glitch seems to be going on nicely. He's definitely a quick driver. He's second season in a row in the Red Bull. So very familiar sight.
He's coming to the end of his his lap. Let's see what he can do.
This third sector Garrett in quali is very rewarding. The car is light on fuel, sticking lacquer. You can throw it in, and when you get it right, it's quite a nice rhythm through there. Glitch definitely seemed to be doing okay. 124.4.
And that is on mediums, and Nick also looks like he qualified on mediums, and Arno also. So it's a bit difficult to gauge. See Zero also on the mediums, he did a 125. So it's difficult. You got the top two guys on softs, then you got a medium, then you got another soft, and then it's all mediums. So only three guys basically decided to go out on the soft. So I don't know. I think we're probably gonna have those three guys on mediums in the next session, and the rest will all be on soft. They were obviously watching the race last night, and they worked out their strategies for the race.
Yeah, I think J-Boy who won did it on a soft hard. I think he did a one stopper. A few guys tempted by the safety cars into two stoppers, but obviously Jay got it spot on. I'm just on board with Yaku Nachel at the moment. He is in the Ferrari on his flying lap. It's definitely, to me, feels like a Yaku kind of track, so we'll see what his pace looks like. He's also on the medium, so...
he's defending his world championship, or championship. We say world championship. He's defending his championship this season. Season 4 champion.
Then Yaku finishing his lap now. There's a few cars behind him, so a bit of action to come. It's a 124.6. Is that Jarrett having another run?
So basically got the guys from 11 to 16 on outlaps now. I see we got Top Dog on a flyer now. Let's just stick with him now. Top Dog is in I think it's in the Alpine.
In the Alpine, yep, I'm on board with Top Dog.
Okay.
Some yellow flags there. It looks like Super D and Sir Hamrick may have had a crash of some sorts.
Yeah, it looks like there's the cars are parked on track, so they're both out of the quali. I don't exactly know what happened there.
That's a pity, but we'll see. Maybe from the back they start on the hards, do a hard soft. Maybe that's also not a bad strategy. Yeah, I'm still on board with Top Dog. He's also on the mediums, like many other drivers so far in Q1.
So he goes fifth fastest. That's a nice time for me, 1:23.394. That's very close to Arno's time.
And there's a driver facing backwards.
And that gets Zero to Cool retired. And Glitch I don't know if they retired in pits or...
It was Jared Halliday's had a spin, that's what that was, and Aston Martin front wing gone. But he's definitely fine going through, and everyone who's currently in the session will go through because Super D and Sir Hamrick.
I'm on board Bob. He's in the Mercedes. I think he was in the Mercedes in season 3. I think he's returning to his favorite car, I think.
Although we did really well in AlphaTauri last year. Let's just follow him for a lap here on board. It's tricky braking zone into turn 1. You kind of turn a bit earlier than you brake to hit that apex perfectly. When you get it right, you get on the power nice and early. And then this is nice technical sector. A right and a left, and then you tuck it in left and full power to there. Is he backed out?
I think he backed out. I don't think he's going to do another lap. I don't know how
No,
much time we have left.
So I was about to say, didn't seem like he was on the money there. Okay, so while we have a few minutes, I think a few guys will just head back to the pits and retire. I think that's probably what will happen now. I don't know if anyone will really be bothered with too many laps. Let's just go over last week's results again. Super D, he is winner last week out of Q1 this week. We don't know what happened to him, but we saw his car retired at the side of the track. Josh was second. Where's Josh at the moment? Didn't put a really competitive time in, but I don't think he really meant to. Knew he didn't need to. And then it was Yaku, that was your podium for last week. And Yaku on the mediums looking like he's in the pace. Zero was fourth. Sir Hamrick, he's retired from this session. He was fifth last week. And then it was Nick, Glitch, Lee van Rooyen, Top Dog, Torment, Arno and Bob. Those are all the guys in the points. And the ones who would want to score some points who lost out last week was Ruwan, Eugene, Speed Alcoholic, Shakes, Jared and Twinkies.
They're the ones that retired. Yeah, we had a few retirements last night also. 2 retirements I think within the first lap at the race start, and then we lost the race leader, and then at the end we got a few safety cars, same like the race we had in Zandvoort. The safety car took us to the last lap of the race, and it was just last 2 laps, and it was racing last 2 laps. So hopefully we won't see that again in this Premier Division.
Yeah, I think the guys are a bit more on the ball. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. And I think what happens I find happens in Australia is there's a couple of corners that you take at full speed. You rely a lot on traction on the corner exit, and if you lose a bit of concentration, especially in a race with higher fuel loads, with tires wearing out, and you get into a bit of a battle and overheat your tires for a while. It's not that hard to lose the rear in some of those corners, especially that fast chicane at the start of third sector. What is it, corner 5, that right-hander as well?
Yeah,
I think that's typically where you see the guys tripping over themselves. But other than that, it's quite a nice track that you can attack every corner when you're in the rhythm.
It's a track that you need to attack. You can't just cruise around. It's like some tracks where you have to make the car work for you. And you're right, you rely a lot on rear traction, and you have to look after those tires.
And tell me, Gerard, what was your wing setup? I mean, I went quite heavy. I prepared for the race, so I think I went like a 10-11. And that cost me a bit on straights, but in the race it helped me sit stable.
I think I was running like a 9.7 or something.
Yeah, look, I did notice there were a lot of guys faster than me, but you know, as the race settled in, you can be quite competitive
Yeah,
with a bit more wind. So
unfortunately for me, I was supposed to go in the mediums, and then Codemaster put me on the hards, and I ended up sticking with that. I didn't want to come back into the pit straight away. Maybe I should have, maybe not. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, it wasn't what I wanted to do. But yeah, and anyway, it is what it is. But I was really slow on that hard setup. In the middle part of the race, I was really slow. Guys were just coming past me.
okay, first out on track is Nick Gishin.
So what I found from the odds last night, definitely, I would say not my first choice, definitely not.
See who else is out. Zero. Twinkies is out there. Arna's out there. Guys are beginning to pull out. Let's follow Nick, because he will be the first one to set us some pace. So only 10 will go through, so there's still 4 drivers for us to lose here, so a lot more to play for in Q2, so things will start getting exciting. Looks like most people will be out on the softs. 2 brave souls to me at the moment. Looks like Speed Alcoholic and who's on an outlap, and Eugene is still in the pits.
Yeah, I think those were the guys that qualified on the softs in the previous session. So they might be looking at maybe going for medium hards or medium soft or medium soft, whichever way the race will go for them. The other guys will obviously look at soft hards, soft medium, or soft medium.
Okay, let's follow Nick as he does the first timed lap of Q2. Gets a nice cut to the curb. You can run the curves on the outside, and then you don't have to, but some guys like that line. It depends how you've lined up the corners. And then a hardish braking zone, and then some 2 areas where traction is all important, and then you just try open up this corner and to go flat out through there. And then another corner where you can take a lot of curb and then ride it on the outside. It just makes it an exciting track because there's so many curbs you can hit and ride. And then this right hand again, right on the left hand, try to get the power on, but that does steer you towards the wall.
We lost Speed Alcoholic.
Did you see what happened?
No, I never saw. I just popped up on the screen, retired. I don't even know where.
Oh, I did see something on the track to the start of the straight. So maybe he had an issue there. So it's still 3 more drivers to lose in the session. So yeah, let's see. Nick on the soft, expecting this in the 122s, I guess. And he delivers 122.2. Next driver, Zero, he crosses the line, 122.7 in the 122s.
I'm going to go to Arno. I'm on board with Arno. He's also coming to the finish line.
Bwinkies did put a lap in as well, 122.7. Okay, let's go on board with Arno.
I think
there's still
the line will be Jared.
You must watch the next car cross the line. It looks like is it not Lee will be next. You must watch on board Lee. I think you can still see Speed Alcoholic's tyre on the straight. There it is. Who's next?
So
Glitch.
Lee goes second.
Yeah, Lee, nice lap there, 122.4, goes second. We follow Glitch. He drives past the stranded tyre as well. And goes fifth, 122.7. Then I think we've got Jared Halliday finishing up. He's left 123.1. He'll want to go again, I think.
So We got Eugene on the outlap.
Ooh, Zero's done something. He's lost a front wing. He must have done that after he crossed the line, I guess. There we go, let's follow Eugene. He's just started his flying lap. And he's trying this on the mediums. We know Eugene does have pace, so he's often a shining star in qualifying. Let's see if he can make his strategy work for him on the mediums.
So we know Speed Alcoholic went out on the mediums. Maybe he just tried to push it too hard and just lost it somewhere. We don't know what happened there. We're just guessing.
Well, it's showing Eugene purple first sector. We'll keep following him through the lap. Yeah, look, it's a lot of extra pressure when you're one of 14 drivers on mediums and you have to make it work. So it takes some big hairy balls. Yeah, the lap seems so far to be uneventful for Eugene, which is a good thing. Just a third sector to go, where medium tyres definitely not going to give you the same purchase as those softs.
No, sometimes find with the mediums your second lap is actually a better lap.
And respect, he goes the 7th, 123 dead.
So let's see his second lap how he goes. So we got Top Dog, Yaku, Josh, Torment kills, and Bob out. Okay, I see Eugene looks like he's slowing down.
And Top Dog did just start his lap. He's also on the softs. Expecting this to be pretty sharp, I think.
So we basically, we already lost Speed Alcoholic, so we're going to lose 3 more drivers.
Yeah, it's hard to tell at the moment who's in danger because not a lot of drivers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers still owe us the time on board, of which 3 of them are now on an out lap, on a hot lap already. There's Torment starting his lap. I'm still on board with Top Dog. He's in the 3rd sector now. So
we lost Yaku also. Yaku also retired. Looks to be like just after the sector 1.
Yeah, that's at right-hander corner 5. Top Dog now crosses the line, and it's 122-1. Top of the chart.
Okay, so we go to. So okay, now it's only 2 drivers in danger. So I'm on board Josh here. Let's see, Torment, Josh. I think Torment, Bob. I think Bob will be across the line first.
Oh, there we go. Yep, Bob's in the last corner.
And then it will be Torment and then Josh.
Speed Alcoholic's tyre still on the start-finish straight, by the way. And Bob whacks it. 121.9. Then I think who's next? Torment, I guess.
Yeah, Torment is next in the Williams.
Torment in the Williams. Can he be a George Russell replica, Mr. Saturday? Let's see how Quali's treated him here in Q2 in Australia in the Williams. And it's 10th. 123 dead.
Go on board with Josh.
Josh now, I expect this to be quite rapid.
Traffic in front of him.
5th, 122.5. Okay, so the driver's in trouble. Eugene is safe on 123 dead. He did those on mediums. He is in the pits and I think he's already selected the soft, so we'll see what if he comes out again. And
I
then
believe he'll probably come out. I see Jared also, he's on the out lap now. He's in 12th place. So Jared and Torment at the moment in the danger.
Yeah, I think Torment's doing a back-to-back fast laps here. Let me just watch his sector times. This is... No, he's more than a second slower than himself, so it's not pushing that hard. Yeah, Jarrett on new rubber on the outlap. He's about to start. He's currently 12th. Torment.
Yeah, we got a few. We got Zero also on our lap here. He's up 300s on his time.
Let's watch Zero Verstappen. We haven't watched him in a while. In the Alfa Romeo this year.
And he lost a bit of time there.
Yeah, he's about with the 400ths down on himself, but the last sector is always a lot of time to find there if you just get into that rhythm. Yeah, no surprises. Zero goes into the pits, but I think he was safe anyway with his 122.3.
So I'm on board with Jared now. Coming to the last few corners, runs a bit wide into the wall.
Sorry, Jared, we caught that on the stream. And Jared is out of qualifying.
This is a prime example of running wide, putting your tire on a dirty part of the track and just losing traction and going straight into the wall. Let's see how much time is left. I see Eugene is out on our lap. He just started his flying lap. Torments also started an out lap.
Yeah, there's about 3 minutes left in the session.
Eugene slowed down. So I'm wondering now if Eugene is playing
this is
cat
clever.
and mouse here.
This is clever. Eugene is watching what Tormund does. And if Tormund doesn't beat his time, he doesn't have to complete the lap.
He's got time. He's got 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh, I like this.
You can see.
Eugene, you wily old fox. That is brilliant.
Oh, that's the best place to be to do this. He's on track.
To make that decision without a race engineer is brilliant.
So I just need to keep his tires warm.
So I guess the important for us is to watch Torment, who looks like he's gunning it on his outlap. He's not wasting time. So we'll watch Torment. We'll see how he set the times in. Torment literally needs 500s. 123 dead for Eugene, 123.061 for Torment. So very close between the two. Torment did those on softs.
Looks like he'll be able to do 2 laps here. No, he still have time.
Yeah, 1 minute 50, 40, something like by the time he crosses the line, it'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, easily 2 laps in there, and your ERS kind of lasts for 2 laps.
And he lost it.
Eugene can retire, he can save those softs. Torment just not out the session, but he won't have time to go fix that wing. He won't be competitive with the end plate missing.
Just lost it on that turn into that first turn there.
Yeah, I had exactly the same moment as Torment in Q3 in fact yesterday, where I just thought, nothing to lose, I may as well gun it, and that first corner just the power too early, and front wing gone.
This is it's a very unforgiving track. It's a nice track, smooth, everything nice, but it's very unforgiving. You don't have a lot of second chances here. So if you get a second chance, enjoy it.
Yeah, Eugene, he fastest sector 2, but I don't think he'll complete the lap. He doesn't need to.
No.
I think he's going to like his chances on those mediums. Yeah, Eugene backs out of it.
Going to the pits now. We've got Arno, Glitch, on a lap 2. I see Torment is going for it.
Yo, Arno's also back out of his lap. Let's watch. I'm going to watch Torment on board. This is going to get juicy.
And Eugene is also going for... Oh, no.
First corner.
Okay, never invalidated, so he can still go forward.
The car handles like a tank without, and it's the left end plate, so the right-handed corners are the crucial ones. No.
He pulled out of this.
Well, let me give you our top 10 because it's literally that simple right now. We've got Bob, Top Dog, Winkies, Negation, Zero to Cool, Lee Van Rooyen, Josh, Arnego's Glitch, and they all did it on the softs, and then Eugene, who's 10th. There we go, he did it on the mediums, the only driver through on the mediums, so he's on a different strategy to everyone. But behind him, the guys with 3 tyre choices, well, they go for mediums, and that'll be Torment, who we saw with some wing issues, Jared, who crashed out, Yaku, we didn't see, suspect crashed out, Speed Alcoholic, whose tyre is still hanging on the start-finish straight. And that is Q2 done.
Yeah, a bit of excitement there in the last spot between Torment and Eugene.
Yeah, I was going to ask what impressed you there, but I suppose for me it's Eugene on the mediums. I think he's with a shot here. The only thing I'm worried for Eugene is if I was starting 11th, I'd probably go for brand new softs, and there's probably a strategy in there that'll probably make it a bit hard for Eugene.
Yeah, well, obviously you're forgetting Ron. They've still got one quali left. He's probably gonna try and be in the top 2 or at least in the top 4. Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But even so, you'll have guys on softs around him. But in the second part of the first stint, I think that's when those mediums will come into play.
Yeah, it's obviously going to help him with the undercut and those type of situations. But unfortunately, with the situations like this, with safety cars, it messes up that strategy and it just throws it out of the window, where you just have to adapt so quickly.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with sim racing is you can't bank on a strategy. You have to be open to opportunities.
You cannot. Yes, definitely. And yeah, you have to be on the ball quickly,
Well, just an example was you and me battling last night before the safety car.
Mm-hmm.
I was chasing you on fresher mediums against your hards, and it was easy for me. And then the safety car, and then you were chasing me on brand new softs on my mediums. So it can change in a lap, man. Okay,
it happens like that.
Is that Nick out first again? He's the eager beaver tonight. Behind him, is it Zero? Now I can't figure out who's second out on track.
Okay, so Nick out.
Then it's Zero.
I think it's Yaku. Oh, sorry, not Yaku.
No, Yaku's out, so it's Nick, then Zero, then Winkies.
Not Glitch, okay.
No, Glitch he's still there by the pit somewhere. Then we've got, I think, Bob. Yeah, then it's Bob. And then
so we got Eugene and Lee in the pit still. Okay, Lee is coming out now with the Ferrari, so I think Eugene will also come out now. Yeah, Eugene is out. So we got them all out, spread out nicely.
Okay, and I think Zero's done an overtake on the outlap, so Zero will be the first driver to watch. Okay, well everyone's out on track, so Gerard, are you ready so we can get the order right as people cross the line in 1 minute 22 seconds time? Oh, Zero invalidates. Too eager on that, on the throttle on the start of the lap.
And he invalidates the whole lap, so we're going to go next to Nick.
Yeah, Nick
will be, we're following Nick, and then it's Winkies.
Oh. Nick took a lot of curb there in the second corner and not invalidated. He obviously knows exactly where to put that Alpine.
Okay, so I think, yeah, Zero gets out of the way.
Yeah, we'll just watch the sector times as well here a bit. 27 dead.
Goes purple.
And then Winky's behind him. Next guy on track, 26.9. And then Top Dog goes purple sector 1, so a bit of action coming up. I can't follow everyone, this is too complicated. I'm going to go back to Nick, who's already in sector 3. This lap goes past quite quickly when you...
He invalidated, so I'm going to go to Bwinkies.
Who, Nick?
Oh, and Bwinkies into the wall. Bwinkies is into the wall.
He's recovered it, there we go. So you'll be able to go get another wing and some tyres.
Okay, so I'm on board Top Dog now.
So
he looks like he's the one that's going to be a first flyer lap for us there.
Geez, a lot of drama already. 2 invalidations, 1 wing loss.
I think there's a lot of pressure on this pole position here, but we'll have to wait and see.
I think the guys knows it's close and Top Dog.
So, yeah, he goes 121.9. I just want to see who is next. Bob is next. I think then we got a...
Ooh, Bob, 122 dead and
Josh goes fastest, 121.8 to 8.
121.8.
There's not a lot in this between them.
And then it's Boinkies into the pits. Then it's Glitch into the pits as well.
Lee van Rooyen is next over the line. He's
and then Lee.
Last 2 corners.
Both the Red Bulls going into the pits, so Glitch must have also had an issue.
And Eugene is behind him, so we just have to... We'll go as soon as...
Okay, so Lee to Eugene.
Eugene, yeah. And this looks like a fast one. Okay, 122.3.
Yeah, not too far off there. About 3/10 of battle in front there on Eugene.
He's
122.2. That's 4.
Yeah.
Bob's he's retired from the session. Not sure if something.
Nick. Okay, Nick is on a fly here. I'm on board with him now. He's got Zero to pull behind him. Okay, so 121.9.
Nick fastest 121.6.
Zero goes 122.518. I just want to see who next we got.
Looks like Top Dog, but he's into
Arno just
pits.
started his lap.
Josh, he's invalidated.
Okay, so I will stick with Arno. He just started his hot lap in the McLaren.
There we go, I'll follow Arno with you. How's that lap from Nick though? 121.6.
Yeah, that was close to pole, or even better than pole position. I think Bob retired because I'm seeing a wheel in the middle of the track.
Yes, Bob did retire in that excitement, but I think it must have been after his flying lap. I don't know if he tried to do 2 in a row and found the wall somewhere. Where is the wheel?
I think it's just past sector 1, that corner there, somewhere there. If you get on someone again from the finish line, then you'll probably, if you stay on him just after sector 1, we'll pick it up. I'm on board with Arno now. We'll just see what time he puts on.
Yeah, Arno seems to be going quite well here in his Papaya McLaren. It's a lot of curb here on the exit of the final turn, and a 122 dead. And there's it's quite close there. Nick has got a decent advantage in front, and then Josh not too far behind him, and then Top Dog, Arno, Bob very, very close to each other, and then Eugene and Lee just a bit back.
Okay, so Bwinkies on his out lap.
And Glitch is still in the pits.
I think maybe he's just keeping one more set there.
Yeah, he came on an outlap earlier and then went straight back into the pits, so I'm not sure if he had an issue on and decided to just come get brand new tyres, but we'll see how his time goes when he comes out. There's about 4.5 minutes left, so enough time for a lot of action still to happen. So see a few cars leaving the pits. Okay, who's on outlaps? We have Nick and Zero. Then we have Bwinkies on a hot lap, so we'll watch him. Everybody else is in the pits. Yeah, that Wheel of Bob is still there. The end of Sector 1. Sector 2 yellow flag, but I think that's just Nick being super cautious, getting out of the way of Bwinkies. There's Bwinkies complete Sector 2. And his first attempt at a flying lap. I think he did a 122 dead about in Q2 if I remember. It was something around about there, so I think he'll be right on the money here if he's gotten his lap done.
Yeah, and not a lot of time left. Bwinkies coming up here now. He's going to cross the line.
Yeah, he can probably have a cool down lap and have another go if he's got the fuel. 122.7, no, that's, he's got better than that surely.
So we got Glitch on an outlap now. Eugene's on an outlap. Josh, Top Dog and Arno. Nick.
And Nick's already on his flying lap, so we can watch what his sector times look like so long.
I think you're probably gonna see the wheel here now as we're on board with Nick now. Yeah, there's the wheel.
There you go. And Nick is 2,000ths of a second slower than himself, so he's right on the money there. When you're that quick, you don't have to improve every sector, you just know that there's one or two corners that's going to give you that extra 10th or so. Current pole sitter Nick in the Alpine, nice to see Alpine doing that. Oh, but second sector is almost a second slower, maybe it was the traffic. Just got something wrong. He can back off. He can probably have another run if he's got the fuel.
Looks like he's backing off.
Okay, who else is on a lap? Top Dog is on a lap in Sector 2. He was half a 10th slower than himself.
Okay, Eugene is up. He did a purple first sector. I'm just going to stay on board with Eugene. So
Eugene's doing well. I'm just going to see who's crossing the line. Blinky's into the pits. Arno starting a flyer.
In Sector 3 we got some issues there. Oh, there's a Alpine. Bwinkies retired.
Bwinkies is retired. Top Dog is retired.
That's Top Dog in the Alpine, yeah. He retired on track, yeah. So not a victim of that fast what they call chicane and DRS straight there.
Okay, Josh in Sector 2, he's a 10th faster than himself, so he's knocking on the door. Make it 2 tenths by the time Sector 2 comes, so
Eugene
pole position might change position. Yeah, you were saying about Eugene?
So you're on board with Josh now? Okay,
I'm on board
2 tenths up. With
Josh, yeah. Where's Eugene? He's behind Josh on track, so this will work out for us.
So the last part of that corner there coming to the main side did look a bit scrappy, but we'll see as he crossed the line. Yeah.
Oh, provisional pole.
Probably could have gone faster there, just lost a bit of time coming out there. So yes, let's go to Nick.
Eugene's invalidated. Nick.
Okay, Nick will have time here.
Nick is starting another lap. Has he got the fuel? Yeah, he's going, so this isn't over. Perfect timing from Nick. I think he's going to just make it. Whoa, 7 seconds to go. Crosses the line. Well done, Nick. Let's go.
Josh is also on a fly here.
Josh is still going. He's within 300ths in the first sector.
Arno on a flyer. Zero also is about 5 tenths off of his time. Glitch also here. Let's see what his time is.
Glitch on his way of pace. Eugene's invalidated, so he's out of quali now. 8th is the best he'll get.
He's coming across the line. Is he going to go into the pits?
There we go. Lee will be our first person to cross the line in this last. Oh, also scrappy in the last corner. Is it quicker? Here it is, and he steals 8th from Eugene, and Eugene can't fight against that because he's invalidated. And Josh,
So I'm on board Josh now. Let's see what time he gets when he crosses the line. Does he improve? He
even
improves
quicker.
a bit. Okay, then it goes to Nick. Nick is up 9/900ths of a second or whatever they call it, split second.
Oh, so Nick,
all to do with the final lap here.
Nick needed some in the last sector because he's not going to have the answer to match Josh at the pace he's had. But he does!
He does. I think where he lost the time, he gained it in the last sector.
121.364, 121.384, 200ths in it.
Quali done for us. Very, very exciting. Guys are very fast. 121.364, 121.384. Not much in that. Arno goes in third there with a 121.740. So yeah.
Jeez, what a shootout, eh, for pole. I mean, that changed hands a few times at the end, and that's lovely to see. Do you want to carry on with the order there? I think we finished Arno.
Yeah, I think everyone is finished. I think Bob, so with his retirement, still finished in 6th place. So he probably could have improved. They could have probably been fighting there for a top place. We will never know. But anyway, that is what it is.
And I think Eugene as well. He invalidated once or twice too many times in Q3. Bwinkies crashed out. So we didn't see the best of him.
Yeah.
Top Dog, yeah, okay, robbed himself of another run. So, yeah, I think it could have been a bit closer. At least Nick and Josh gave us a proper showdown there. Nick right at the end stealing it back. Josh fought him all the way for that. Clear Skies is now looking a bit sunnier than it did in quali. Yeah, second race of the season. It's race 2 of 12. It's 12 in this shortened season, right, Gerard?
Yeah, 12.
So it keeps it nice and exciting. We're already a sixth of the way after tonight into the season. It's like a couple of sprint races and we're done.
Yeah, basically we want to try and hopefully push in another season before the new game comes out. We're not sure exactly when that's going to be, but
is there no guess of the time yet?
No, but we're probably guessing end of July, August. So we'll probably be able to put another maybe season in there. So at least
and do you know, Gerard, will the new game be modeled on the 2022 cars or?
Yeah, I watched a bit of a thing about all the new sim races coming out this year, and they said they're expecting the updates for Australia, for Abu Dhabi, the new cars, the new models for the wheels and stuff. But also they're not sure if they're gonna add Miami. Miami will probably be added as like what happened with us with Imola and Portugal, as an expansion pack later on. So yeah.
Okay, so exciting changes to come. We don't know ourselves anything about the performance of the 2022 cars, but it'll make a nice change. But besides for a couple of funny glitches here or there, this game has been fantastic. It's been fun to drive. 2021 version gave us some couple of handling updates which made it a bit more fun.
Yeah, it's always like that.
It's showing on the timing screen Lee and Eugene disqualified, but I think generally it puts them back on the grid. I think they're waiting already.
Yeah, they just probably just made contact with each other. Sometimes happens. You can see the two red dots there on the grid.
Okay, what to look out for in the top 10. A couple of drivers slightly out of position, maybe Bob pace-wise, maybe Bwinkies pace-wise. We're expecting most of the soft runners to pit lap 9 to 12, somewhere around there.
So the only medium runner is Eugene. and he's in 9th place. Then we got Jared, Yaku, and Speed Alcoholic.
Yaku on the hards, he's going for it completely different to anybody else.
And Sir Hamrick are into each other again. So they in the back. Maybe that will continue into the race.
That's a fight to look out for, I think. Sir Hamrick and Super D since lap 1 of qualifying in Q1. Okay, let me go on board
lights.
Nick.
And the lights are out, and we're getting a very strange on board with Nick, but it changes now. So Josh in the lead now. Top Dog gets a nice place there. Arno takes it back, so it's Josh, Nikesh, and Arno. Top Dog, Zero, Glitch, Bob, Binkies, Eugene, Jared.
Arno having a go back at Nick now, but
I see Nick, I think, he gained 2 places from the start. I see Yaku's on the hard. We missed that. He's on the hards.
Yeah, he's going to struggle in the opening stages, but I think the long game might pay out for him.
Yeah.
But Josh beating Nick at the start, that is the highlight, and already half a second. I say already half a second, should I say only half a second in it, so this will still continue.
Oh, and I see Yaku's for Super D and Hamrick again. I just want to go back there and see what is happening there.
So Hamrick, no damage, I don't think.
No, I think he just got spinned out there. I don't know if these guys are fighting for whatever the story is.
Yeah, and Super D, he's closed up on the Yaku as well. So
let's see if he got damaged now. Okay, so now you got the 2 Ferraris of Yaku and Lee van Rooyen. And Josh already with the fastest lap, 1:51.44.
So let's have a quick look at position changes. Someone had a spin, who had a spin?
And there's Super D retires into the wall.
Oh no, D, what a terrible, terrible night.
And we lost Jared Halliday also, just further on in the session. So from where Super D retired, we just further on lost Jared.
There's Jared as well.
Yeah. So
okay, virtual safety car. I don't think anyone's going to capitalize with a pit stop because I don't see many guys with damage. Position changes. Josh is up 1, Nick is down 1. Then Arno down 2, which means Top Dog and Zero got him at the start. Glitch up 1, Bob up 1, Bwinky's up 2. Eugene holding on to 9th despite starting on a medium, so interesting start so far from Eugene. He can get this going. Torment is where he started. Top Dog up 3, Speed Alcoholic up 3, Lee van Rooyen losing out there down 4. Yaku on the hards, he stayed on the hards in 13th position. By the way, we are racing again, so we'll keep looking out for that. And Sir Hamrick up 2 places.
So Nick very close to Josh now.
Yeah, Nick obviously got that timing of the delta times better. He's within 3/10 of Josh. I'm just on board with Nick. You can literally see up Josh's tailpipes.
DRS enabled, but they won't get it now. They'll probably get it at the next pickup point.
Is the DRS immediately enabled after virtual safety car, right?
Yeah.
Cool, well that gives us something to watch for the rest of this lap. It's literally still 3 or 4 tenths in it, and the harder part of the track to follow. But Nick will have to go through the pain of that. It's going to be one of his only chances in this race.
Well, he'll have to get close here by this point, because now this is the pickup point. He wants to be right on Josh's rear wing there when he comes here.
Yeah, you can also drag a bit down this straight that's not a straight, and then go through the pain of as far as you can. But now, does he? Yeah, it's at the wing opens, and will the action straight away. Not just quite close enough. 2 tenths in it.
No, he needs to be closer there.
Yeah, it's so difficult to follow through those fast
But
chicanes.
you'll get it now on the main straight and on this like, I don't know what they call it, the back straight or
But
whatever
that
they call
second
that.
little short sprinty
Yeah.
straight. 5/10 in it for the lead. Josh fastest lap of the race. But that will change.
Yeah, and Josh is not going to give this to Nick easily. Nick will have to fight for this. He'll have to work hard. So I see Top Dog pass. I don't know what happened to Arno. Arno into the pits
Oh,
on
yeah.
mediums. Top Dog, Zero to Cool, Glitch, Bob, Boinkies. Sector 1, we got an issue. I see Lee van Rooyen also into the pits.
It's
He put on hards, so I don't know what happened there. Oh, he was into the pits. That's his first lap on the hards. So I don't know what happened there. So you got Hamrick up to 11th place now. 7 seconds ahead of Yaku. He's 11 seconds behind Speed Alcoholic. And we got another DNF. Tormund kills. That is just before the end of Sector 2.
it's through the fast chicane. I'm on board with Hamrick.
Hamrick. Yeah, there's Hamrick.
There we go. You have to look out for him there. And this is a full safety car. Here we go. Are guys with softs going to think about pitting, or should they stick with their strategy?
Because I see already we got Nick and Top Dog.
Nick and Top Dog. There we go. I like it. What does Nick go onto? Let's onto mediums. There we go. Changing strategies. Soft, medium, soft, I guess.
The pits. So it's only 3 cars into the pits. Let's see Yaku. Will Yaku go into the pits? No. Arno. No. I'm sure Lee van Rooyen won't go into the pits. So we only got 3 cars into the pits. No. Okay, so 3 cars pitted. There's Hamrick, Nick Gishin and Top Dog. So they're on the mediums at the moment. So Hamrick pitted for the hards, which I don't think, but anyway.
That's a long way to go on the hards, but yeah, maybe 4 laps longer, 4 or 5 laps longer than you would have wanted. Still on the safety car, let's find our leader. Josh Lee has caught up to the safety car. Most of the pack is about to, and then there's a couple of guys, which would be Lee and Sir Hamrick, but they will, I think, catch this lap. We might go racing this lap, maybe the next one.
Oh, so you got your top 5 on softs, the tires they started on. Then you got Eugene, Speed Alcoholic on the medium. I see Avilak is joining us.
Okay, safety car will go another lap. Are we still waiting for Sir Hamrick to catch up? He's
close to the pack.
He's very far behind and he's going very slow. Maybe he's got one of those scenarios where it shows a delta and you've got to go slow.
Yeah.
But he will catch up to the pack, so this should be our last lap. And I see penalties. Yeah. What did Arno get here?
I think he got a penalty for overtaking. Must be 5 seconds.
Yeah, because unless he's pitted, and it could be a speed lane, pit lane speeding.
No, that's it. That must be 5 seconds for overtaking under the safety car because he was behind Jaffa.
Okay, must have been that. There we go.
I'm not sure whether that's what I saw on the screen. So we'll wait and see.
Yeah, a few shout-outs here. Yaku is still on the hards. He is in 10th place, so he's still fighting sticking to his guns here. He still believes this is the strategy, and Low on the stream says, "Kom Nachel, brand die hards." I think he's going to have to light them on fire to stay in this game, but a lot of guys ahead of him have to pit still, so we'll see where that goes. Josh, he's got the lead at the start. He's still going in first place. And then it'll be interesting to see guys that have changed their strategies, like Top Dog and Nick, etc. They've gone on to the mediums. Are they trying to do a soft, medium, soft? I kind of like that. I think, worn softs then on to hards from here on is maybe not as quick as brand new mediums and softs later. So we'll see how that plays out. Just checking, Avilach, have you joined us yet? No, he's not on yet. And I think any moment now they'll tell us safety car in this lap. Ah, I called it. Mr. Avilach, welcome to the comms box.
Hey, it's nice to be here. Yeah.
Were you a bit bored, lonely without us?
I was actually getting slayed in COD, so I thought, let me get out of it. I need some backup.
Are you ready to take us to the race restart as the safety car peels into the pit lane? Josh is leading the pack.
Yeah, I was actually watching qualifying, and I tell you what, they're already 3-4 adrift. So as we go through, oh my word! Yes. I tell you what, there's trouble coming. There's 3 in. Only one can go through. I tell you what, oh my word! Boinkies got squeezed, and there we go. There goes the wing. That's the wing, and there goes an Alpine. That looks like Top Dog, or is it? It's who is that?
I'll tell you what, Nick.
It looks like
wing gone. Oh, and there Lee van Rooyen gone.
Sir Hamrick also lost the car completely. He's in the gravel trap. He's cold tires.
But we are spared from safety cars, so we will carry on racing.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know if this reduced safety car is actually working as it should. Yeah, we're race 1 and 2, Division 2 safety cars again tonight. So I'm not sure if the reduce is working the way it should. Nick's getting out of the way of everyone. I think Nick's has lost the front wing. I think that was the Alpine that I saw. So he's so let's talk about Division 2 guys coming into Premier Division. It's been rough for them. It's not as easy Premier Division as it looks. Everyone is so close to each other, and it's different. It's different guys pushing you every lap. It's I think Nick and Arno is feeling it slightly. I'm not sure where Arno is. Arno is a 9th, I see.
Yeah, he had an early pit stop lap 1, I think.
It's actually him and Nick that came together there.
Oh wow, the two very good friends.
Yeah.
And very good friends. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting over a bit or two.
Formula 1 does test friendships, eh?
Yeah,
Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, best friends, and then,
yeah, I don't think they were BFFs for like ever, but I think more Bottas and Hamilton. But look, it's interesting to see the race. I was watching qualifying, some really good times, 1:21.3s by the guys. It was good to see Arno up there. Or was it Nick? I think Nick was second.
Nick got pole in the end.
Yeah, Nick got pole in the end. So that was absolutely brilliant by Nick. So he's obviously got the pace, but yeah, I don't know if both of you feel the same way. I think the longer you spend in the game, this is our 2nd season on this game, and it does become, I won't say easier because I crashed out last night, but it does become a bit more comfortable, I think, the more you race. Yeah,
I've actually been jumped onto a session with Top Dog, and then the other night he jumps onto these 5 lappers unranked lobbies. And I tell you what, when you start getting used to the game and start getting used to people driving erratically, it actually makes for fun racing. And then when you get into a situation where you get squeezed into corners 3 abreast, it makes you quite vigilant. So maybe that's what Nick's going to practice this week. He is disqualified for parking in a dangerous location.
Yeah, I tried to see where he was, but he obviously got disqualified before I got on board with him. But
it looks like he was in the pit lane. In the pit lane.
My word.
Oh, and so there goes Eugene sideways into a wall, wing gone, front tyre gone.
That's another safety car. You see, so reduced safety car. I'm not sure if this is the way out. And yeah, we're trying to achieve less safety cars so that we don't mess up people's strategies. But it doesn't seem like it's. Not sure.
I'm gonna make a bold call. I'm gonna say at least the top 5 are pitting now. This is pretty much on the plan A anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of guys jump into the pits now. Hards to the end comfortably. Has anyone done this track on hards? I stayed away from them.
Look, I did a bit of practice on the hards, and I said to Gerard actually before the race last night that the hards feels really good. I had a funny feeling that a 2-stopper is probably going to be the best way to go, soft mediums. And you're going to have a lot of pace, and when the tires get slightly worn, especially if you have, you know, some assist off, you just tend to lose the rear a bit more. So the hards didn't feel bad. I mean, the hards felt really good in Zandvoort as well for me personally. I know there was a lot of guys also who felt the hards was working nicely for them. So, but the problem with the safety cars, but the problem is, you know, with the safety cars is you build your race around a strategy. So you decide, you commit in qualifying, you say this is what I'm going to do. You know, you go through practice and whatever, and then come race day, you sit with 3-4 safety cars, and there goes your.
There's Arno out.
And Arno is also out. My word.
Oh my gosh, we're dropping. There's only. Is it 10 drivers left?
I think Arno retired on track.
Yeah, so let's just make a note of that so we can just find out what's going on there. But I think the general rule for Australia this season is do not qualify in pole, because that just means that you're not going to finish. As easy as that. So don't do pole in Australia. Rather qualify 5th or 6th, and then let everyone else make mistakes.
Don't blame it on
coming from the horse's mouth.
No, that's absolutely. I mean, pole position last night, crashed out. Pole position tonight, Negishan, crashed out. It's good to see a Red Bull though there. I mean, Glitch and Boinkies is doing well. Obviously, Red Bull not so well last night with myself and Saki DNFing. But it looks good for Red Bull. It looks good for top dogs in front of the Alpine. The other Alpine, Speed, Alcoholic. Is the other Alpine? That's out. That's Torment, if I'm not mistaken. Or Nick.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick's Alpine.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to go back to combined constructors by the end of this race. So hopefully we can try to implement some kind of way to reward the Haas team for some points in Premier Division, because I definitely think the combined constructors is just a nice feel between the drivers. You know, in on the scored, and the guys chat to each other a bit more. I think it's good.
I found that last season. You know, I wouldn't generally have been chatting to who was in my team. It was Wezo and Jarrett, and it was, you know, just nice to keep tabs, and it makes you follow the other league a bit better as well.
Yeah, look, I think it's nice to tune into, you know, the other divisions and have a look at it.
Sorry, Yaku into the pits now.
Yeah, I don't think you felt comfortable on those hearts. I mean, there's 19 laps to go. So what does he do? I mean, he's probably going to go for a set of mediums.
Can mediums take you to the end? I think so.
Mediums
Yeah.
can... 18 laps of mediums, yeah, doable. But it is going to be, you know, if there's no other safety car, he's definitely going to battle. I mean, it doesn't give him any advantage over guys like Josh, Zero, who's on 1 lap old mediums, Bob, 1 lap old mediums, Boinkies. So they're looking pretty at the moment. Top Dog, I think, is in a bit of trouble. If there's no other safety car tonight, I think he's not going to get to the end. I think everyone's bargaining for another safety car. And once again, it brings me back to, you cannot plan a race with the amount of safety cars that we're having, because it's on-the-fly decisions. Just me, and I'm probably going to get slated for this, but I don't think necessarily the best driver gets the win with all the safety cars. I think luck luck plays a big part of what happens. You know, right time, right tire. Yeah, it's
the one thing I think we are rewarded with safety cars is if you are brave. And I felt that in Zandvoort, I stuck to a plan and didn't adapt with it, and I think the pace I had and the results I was getting wasn't always there. And I think safety cars, you've got to be able to think quick, and you've got to be able to be brave as well.
Yeah, I think the big problem for me is around safety cars, that you're concentrating so much around the two guys that's behind you, and all of a sudden the safety car's out, you know, guys pit around you, you're not sure who's on what tyre. The game doesn't allow you to see the full screen that we see, so you're not sure who's in 9th and 10th and what tyres they're on. And I mean, that happened in Zandvoort. I mean, all of a sudden I had J-Boy behind me, and I was like, I haven't seen him the whole race, and all of a sudden he's behind me, and now your head starts thinking of, okay, look, it was easy because he was on softs the same as me, but you know, if there was 10, 15 laps to go, it would have been a different story, because now all of a sudden you need to try to understand what tyres he's on, how long has he been on those tyres, is he going to pit again, do you need to push, don't you? So, yeah, I tend to agree with Gerard. I think it's the luck of the draw. I don't per se like that, not in 50% races. I think in 100% races, maybe a bit more, yeah, because there's more time to recover. But 50% races, yeah, that's difficult.
I'm just gonna try and send Leah another invite. Looks like we lost him.
Okay, safety car is in, and Josh eventually pulls the trigger, but he's caused a bit of a backup behind him, and it's Bob and Glitch and Zero. They all make it through the first corner.
Yep,
so
Bob and Wick is getting very close there, so almost touching. So, and now they've got Speed Alcoholic for good measure just behind them.
Ooh, and he goes
to a drift, and is Glitch going to make that move, stick around the outside? Oh my word, yes he is. Is he? No, he tucks in behind. All fair in love and war, I think.
Ooh, I tell you what, for Winkies and Sir Hamrick to get through those corners untouched, that takes a bit of brave driving and showing each other respect as well.
Yeah, absolutely, but I tell you what, someone who looks very racy at the moment is... I just want to go there quickly. Is Speed Alcoholic. He seriously looks on it, and he's all over the back of Bob at the moment. He's on the softs, obviously. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do 16 laps on those softs. The problem with this track is that it's the same as Zandvoort, that overtaking is not that easy. You lose a lot of downforce through the corners. He's going to go on the inside. He's going to make the stick. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I made it even before the corner. Well done.
Yeah, so he's chasing after Glitch now. He needs to catch Glitch very quickly.
A glitch on the hard, so yes, it's going to not take very long at all.
He probably had a set of used mediums. I'm not sure what he started the race on, but he probably had a set of used. Oh, there we go. Lost it completely. As I was saying, Speed came out of the last corner, and that's going to be another safety car.
I was just saying, please, not a safety car. I don't think we need it, but
yeah,
there we go.
There we go. 6 retirements so far, only 9 left. And you see, once again, now, you know, having a look at this, so Top Dog probably got saved through this. Is everyone going to jump on the softs, which I probably think they will. I mean, you can do 12 to 13 laps on a brand new pair of softs, depending on how much you used in qualifying.
Yeah, I think the one stop starts with, what, lap 9 to 10 is pitting. Yeah, so we're in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 laps under the safety car will take us to lap 16. That will leave us with 13 laps left, basically racing. Someone's going to be brave and go for the softs, I think.
If you have a new set of mediums, that'll be perfect right now. Maybe
the problem with the mediums and the softs, and I saw it last night as well. I mean, it's the difference between the softs and the mediums is almost 1.3 seconds. And you pull away so quickly from someone if you've got those softs. You've just got so much superior grip. Also, it heats up very quickly. So race start is key. But yeah, let's see who pits and who doesn't.
Well, let's just look through the drivers. Top Dog, 8-lap-old mediums. He won't make it to the end, so he probably should be brave and go for it.
Look, he might still get through, Ron. I think, I mean, 3 laps under the safety car.
They've just had 3 laps under the safety car as well, so...
Yeah, so he might just, I mean, out of those 8 laps, he probably pushed only for about 4 of them. So he could go to the end, hypothetically. How much pace Josh and Zero is going to have at the end? I don't think Glitch is on the right tyre.
Yeah, Glitch should. Let's see, what does he do?
No, he stays out. Everyone stays out, so no one is brave at all.
Good thing about that is we should have safety car in not too long, but yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I thought definitely Glitch. I still think maybe Top Dog should have, but you know, the so backed up halfway through the race on a new set of softs, he would have eaten them alive, I think.
Yeah, very true. So last week's race winner, Super D, he's out. So he's not going to have a double to his name this week.
You know, Super D hasn't done many laps of Australia. I think he was out first lap of qualifying in Q1 as well.
Yeah, look, he said beforehand that, you know, he doesn't like the track, and I obviously said to him, look, it's probably, I think this in Bahrain is probably the tracks that I like the least in the game, just purely because of grip and setup. But yeah, not a good day for him. And last week on the podium was Yaku, I think, and Josh, if I'm not mistaken. So Josh looking good for a second podium in a row.
Yeah, it was Super D, Josh, Yaku on podium last week.
Yeah, Yaku's got, yeah, so what, Super D, Josh and Yaku. Yeah, so Yaku's got some work to do to get on the podium again. He's stuck at 8.
Zero was 4th last week. So far he's 3rd. He's definitely on the right tyre.
Yeah, so that looks good for him. So if he can get ahead of Josh, we might just have a tie in the Drivers' World Championship as we go into race 3, which will be a much better track next week, which is Imola. My goodness, thank goodness for that.
Imola is a beautiful track. Loved our race there last season. Looking forward to next week.
Also, a very, how can I say, a lot of retirements on that track too.
Yeah, and engine recovery, so your race is also not going to last very long. The long straight that's ahead of you, overtaking is, I mean, me and Game, I think Boinkies last season with a finale, I think we overtook each other 3-4 times in 3-4 laps on that DRS straight, so that was quite fun to have that with Ronald. So it is a fun track to drive. I don't think if you get ahead, I don't think you want to start on pole in Imola. I really don't think so. I think you're going to get absolutely swallowed up, drag raced to the last corner, to the first corner. We're racing again. Top Dog got nicely away. It's going to be interesting to see. Ron, getting back to, you spoke about results earlier. I mean, you're getting better and better, my man. I mean, your results has been solid. Your qualifying appearances has been good. So it's all slightly coming together for you.
Yeah, I think I've went from a place of hoping to get to Q3. Now it's generally I've got that pace, and then there's a couple of really fast cars, I must say, in our division. But you know, if you're just behind them, there's always opportunities, and I think that's I've been able to be incident free in races, and that's made all the difference.
I think really, I mean, I haven't spoken to the management guys yet, but we want to get to a stage here where we don't have to move drivers between divisions, because you want someone to defend his World Championship title in the division that he actually won it in. We also want to create an environment where drivers can get used to the drivers that they're driving next to. You know, you always need to think about drivers and what makes them happy, and obviously winning makes people happy, but also consistency. So a couple of ideas for maybe for next season before the new game comes out. That's going to be a headache as well, because people will have different pace in the new game. We saw Nick, Arnu, yourself, a lot of guys finding pace on this new game, and a lot of guys losing pace. For instance, you know, Kunrad, who doesn't drive for us necessarily, but I mean he's lost a bit of pace in the new game.
We'll say Kunrad is friends for life of FTR, so we can still mention him.
Yeah, I just think a new game brings new dimensions to driving and to assist, and what assist to use and what not. So it's going to be interesting with the new game.
What I found in this game was the setup.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but it looks like Top Dog is struggling now on his tires. Josh and Zeratuku are gaining on him. He's struggling out of the corner, so we're probably going to see a move soon.
Yeah, I'm following that battle. It looks like it's getting meaty, but yeah, you got to wait for, I think they need DRS to get past. I think Top Dog's sticking it in the right places.
Bob's going on the inside of Glitch, and comfortable on the mediums, goes through.
Oh, Glitch will have another go though.
He probably, yeah, I don't think this is long enough. I think Bob's just going to keep the inside line, which he does. There's no undercut in this corner at all.
Unless also in there.
Yeah, unless Glitch has got some, and he's got some engine recovery available to him, more than what Josh has, or Bob. It's all about this exit. Yeah, he's too far away. He's probably not going to get this done.
Yeah, similar story out in front without DRS, which I think is available this lap.
Oh, Oh, Sir Hamrick almost lost the car. Dirty air from Glitch in front of him. And that's the problem with this track and these cars is there's just absolutely no downforce if you follow closely to someone. So, yeah, it's going to burn up his front tires.
And the Winkies is now right behind Sir Hamrick. And we've all felt that you have a moment in a corner and it takes a lap or so to get the temperatures and the fuel back in the tires.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's Yaku at the moment battling a bit. He's struggling to keep up with Lee. Lee's back into the session. I still think Lee, expect big things from Lee as the game goes on. I mean, he got the game literally a couple of months ago. So we've had a season of this game already. He hasn't. So I expect good things from Lee in future. He's always been fast. And now we've got the DRS train. So Glitch, Hamrick and Boinkies, all DRS train.
Same with the top 3 also.
Same with the top 3. I'm on board with Zero now, and you can look through Josh to Top Dog, and Top Dog is struggling to get the launch off the corners. He's slipping out now.
I think this is going to be the moment. Yeah, Josh is really taking very good care of his ERS. Are you going to dive in there now? No, rather just keep it away.
And that cost Josh because Zero goes on this outside.
This is gonna be see who's gonna break like. Yeah, it's difficult to get past there to keep the line on the inside.
What I must say about Josh is, a season or 2 ago he would have definitely lunged there. I think he's gotten so clever with his moves as well now. He's not taking those risks because he knows he's got the pace and an opportunity will come.
Yeah, I think it's about growing, as a driver and being more mature. And also, once again, it boils down to knowing the drivers that you race against. And if you have a couple of races against people, you know what to expect from certain drivers, and you can negate that. I think Agnew and Nick are still finding their feet on. I also think they might find it a bit difficult at the moment because it's easier, I would say, being in cruise control. Then absolutely pushing every lap trying to keep a guy behind you and you're battling for 5th or 6th or 7th. And that's a whole different ball game than battling for 1st and 2nd. But yeah, here we go. DRS train again. Josh is very close to Top Dog. I get the feeling he was a bit closer.
Bob is also in this train
now. And Bob's caught up to them as well. So
yeah, I think whoever's the most clever with the ERS usage is probably going to be beneficial here because Josh's tires is going to go. So Hamrick, he must use this opportunity to try to get close to these guys. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have DRS.
He's actually losing pace to them at this point, yeah.
Yeah, he will, because there's just this DRS train. I mean, that's another, 15 kilometers an hour on a straight. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here with the Red Bull guys. Thank fuck Lakers, I'm not the team principal of Red Bull anymore. Because I tell you what, those two are getting very close to each other.
And Lee, we spoke about him. He is within 2/10 of Glitches now as well. Now car length or 2, so a lot of action coming our way.
Red Bulls are very close to each other. It's like if you had Max Verstappen and Perez as close as that, you'd probably give Christian Horner a heart attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm very glad I'm not the team principal of Red Bull anymore. Love the team, love everything about Red Bull, but no, thank you, not again, not again. Right, so Hamrick is milking the penalties.
Okay, here is Josh going now. He gets nice on the inside there. Like a block pass, actually, you can say there, but get it nice and clean.
Yeah, there we go.
And that's, I think, Zero's immediately going to try bounce because he is right behind
but Josh was very clever. I mean, he saved a lot of ERS for this move that he was planning, so he's all good. Top Dog's in trouble now because you expect Josh to pull away from Top Dog, and he's not going to have DRS assistance very soon. So if Zero can hang on to this,
Zero has the moment.
I'm just gonna get off and Bob goes through.
And Bob takes it. Bob was lurking there. He was ready for that. And I don't think Zero will catch Bob after that. Oh, Bob loses to rear. Commentators playing games.
He gets a 3-second penalty for his effort there too.
Look, I want to tell you this, and I mean, I felt it last night. I'm not sure about you guys, but I was really not pushing on the softs. But after 10-11 laps on those softs, something told me to come in because the car was starting to slide around. I choose to ignore that, and I really just touched the curb and spun out and DNF'd. And I've got a funny suspicion Bob and Zero is going through this at the moment where the tires are slightly overheating. They're 10 laps on these mediums again. Yes, they can do 18 laps, but they're probably going to have 2 laps where they battle through, I would say, graining phase. Then the tires are going to come through them again. But this is the time that you will lose the car. This is the time where if you get on a curve the wrong way, wrong gear, yeah, you're going to be, it's going to be an early night for you.
I think just Top Dog is in a bad situation here because he's going to end up being on like 21 laps on it. He can't fit now because he's going to drop to the back of the field.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble here. The other problem is this is a very aggressive track and curves, punches. So, yeah, and as expected, Josh pulls out fastest lap.
He's pulling it now,
yeah, he's gone. So hopefully he can keep it together.
Just a quick comment, Heinrich, on you talking about that moment where the tires aren't with you. And I think you feel it around this track because you know the corners that you start feeling nervous about. You know, when do you brake, when do you chuck it in, can you get the power on as soon as you expect?
Yeah, on the lap just before I spun out, I felt like the tires were going slightly. I couldn't go flat out through some of the corners and through this horrible S-bend. I felt the car was, I had a moment and I thought, you know what, maybe stay out just one more lap. There's enough time. Max obviously had a penalty. So I thought to myself, just stay out one more lap and then take it easy, go into the pits, pit for the mediums and job done. And the tires just said no. So there was no warning, there was no nothing. And simple corner, same gear, same corner, same curve, every lap. That time it just said no. And I think this is what the guys are going through here. And that's what worries me about Top Dog is that this tires is going to give up on him. I don't think that you're going to get 18 laps out of mediums. And I mean, at this stage, he's aiming to get what? 21 laps
21.
Out of mediums?
And
21
I tell you what, Top Dog is helping Josh because Josh has cleared them by 3 seconds already. Bob this time 4 tenths away from Top Dog. He's got
actually holding them up, and okay, sector 3 we got an incident. I don't know who that is.
That looks like
it's
Winkies. Yeah, he's lost it.
And Bob now, he's going to go on the inside of Top Dog, gets the move done before that tricky section at the end.
He's just going to keep the door shut on this side. There we go. No undercut through there. And you expect Bob to probably get away very quickly now. Those tires are going to cool nicely down. And you expect Bob to sort of like disappear in the distance from Top Dog.
I'll tell you what, behind that Zero's on 80% ERS, he's been waiting for this moment, immediately dumps it, tries to get on the inside, but he'll have to wait for a better opportunity than that.
Yeah, he must just wait it out. I mean, there's no rush. There's 7 laps left. The only thing it can ruin probably anything now is a safety car. But he's also got time penalties to his name, so Top Dog and Zero. So they're going to have to just have a look at what that is. And he's taxing on the inside. Things better a bit.
That was closer than I liked.
So Top Dog 5-second penalty. I'm not sure where he got that from, but that's probably going to be asked back from the steward. So don't bargain on that 5-second sticking. So Zero needs to clear Top Dog and build a 3-second gap to him if he wants to be on the podium tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, guys, with penalties, we said Top Dog, you said Zero, also Sir Hamrick, Glitch, and Bwinkies. So Bwinkies, we saw yellow flags, he's pitting now.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm thinking about. He's had 12 laps on these mediums. I think his mediums are cooked. I really think that the setup that I was carrying last night was very fast on one lap, and it was obviously a very good race tyre, but from a tyre duration point of view, it was probably not the best setup that I could have carried. And should have gone for a 2-stopper. Boinkies expect maybe a fastest lap from him. He can take 1 point away from Josh on those softs. Look, if there's a safety car now, big winner for Boinkies. I mean, if he can get very close to these guys and there's a safety car, he might just jump a couple of places, because if people don't pit in front of him, Boinkies, he's going to have a very good chance for 6 laps to go.
Also, unfortunately, picked up a 5 seconds for speeding in a pit lane.
Okay, alright.
Ach, nee, buenas. And on the stream, there's some comments there.
Uncharacteristic from him. Sorry, Ron. That's very uncharacteristic of Ronald, because, you know, if there's any guy in this league that doesn't get penalties, it's Ronald. That guy just does not get. He's won races with penalties. He's had podiums because he doesn't get penalties. He just doesn't get penalties. So just shows you how difficult Australia actually is.
Yeah, he's got 8 seconds now, so he had 3 before that speeding in the pit lane.
Alright, sorry Ron, you were saying comments.
Yeah, on the comments on the stream, we've got Upmagozi says, hey, I'm late to the party, but I'm here.
Atma's always late. I tell you what, that old man, I'm going to get him some Salusa 45s and get him a new watch or something.
He says he was buffering, but I don't know, I think that's a thing of the past.
Was he buffering or was his internet buffering? Because I think Ray's sometimes buffering on his own. I'm going to have a chat with him.
This is my teammate. I need to tell him to not try stream on his Nokia 3310. He needs to get fiber like the rest of us.
Best phone ever, by the way.
I wish I could get a 3310 again.
Probably going to pay 4 or 5 grand for it. But talking about teammates, Ron, so you obviously got teamed up with Atma this season. Ray, and how's that been going? I mean, what is the relationship like with you guys? Did you guys actually start talking? Because that's the one thing about the teammate draw is that you will actually start talking to your teammates, even if you don't know him.
Yeah, we have started talking. You know, and I must say, respect to Atma. I don't know how I'm the fast driver in our partnership. But you know, he's scored points 2 races in a row. He's been low on penalties. He's been solid. No major spins or incidents, and I think that's a big thing for you know, coming into a new league as well. So you know, if in a constructors championship, it's a whole league long. You've actually got to tick the scores every week because there's other teams that don't score on the week. So yeah, bigs up there.
And then the other thing is, Ron, is, I mean, obviously last season you were the faster driver between you and Sean. Obviously this season you're probably the #1 driver again. I hate that corner that Ronald or Top Dog just went through. That cost me a race win. Stupid track. But you're obviously the faster driver with Electronic the past couple of seasons. Once again, faster driver between you and Atma. Is there anything that he learns from you? I mean, is there anything that do you guys practice together? Is there, you know?
Yeah, what I must do with Atma as well, like I used to do with Sean, is, you know, you just do a bit of a game share, and even on nights when there's quali, you know, Q1, you say, you know, I know Sean's not going to get through. I tell him, chuck 8 laps fuel on, just go for it. You know, and a bit of coaching helps, and I think you did that to me 3 seasons ago, and you say, no, cut that corner, cut it, you need to hit the curb. Power on early, you're in the wrong gear. You know, those things become instinct when someone, you know, once someone tells you cut the corner, you need to clip that curb, you need to run it wide and use the runoff. You know, those things give you a game plan for the next time you come around that corner.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've learned from Travis, and that helped me a lot when he started doing game share with me on time trials and tell me where to brake and where to cut. And I stopped doing that, and I could see the results were going a bit down because I wasn't doing that with him anymore because he just had other commitments. So it's nice if you're a teammate can do that. And then Gerard obviously got a fast teammate with him this season, Maxdal. Excited,
yeah.
Gerard.
And Gerard is a fast driver himself, and don't be fooled about that.
Just have the worst luck ever.
I won't call you the luckiest driver, no.
No, I'm not. That I'm not.
Yeah, I think if we compare you to someone like a Yaku or a Boinkies who's extremely lucky sometimes, I think you're not in that league, but at all.
No. I think I must get a rabbit foot or something.
So guys, with 2 races into this season, only 12 races in this short season, so 10 races left after this. A couple of difficult tracks coming up. Obviously tracks that people love, like Silverstone and those kind of tracks in Japan's coming up. Division, left off Premier Division first. Super D, first win, first race. Josh probably going to win this one 4 seconds ahead of Bob. 3 laps to go. Come on, give me your spiel. Who is going to be fighting for Drivers' World Championship? 10 races to go. We need to talk about this.
Difficult to say now because I would say, you know, Josh. I think Josh didn't finish the previous race.
Josh actually came second.
Second,
and it was
second.
Third. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah. Josh obviously got a better start so far. But don't write Super D off, don't write Bob off, don't write Jaco off. There's a lot of guys you can't write off here. I would say give it another 4 more races, then you'll definitely get a clear leader, I would say.
Okay, Ron?
Yeah, you know, there's a few drivers. There's a few drivers ever since last season who I would have liked to have seen more of. First guy, Eugene. He's got pace, and then in the races, I don't know if he's throwing it away or getting unlucky or things just aren't going his way. Definitely Eugene, the good old faithful. There's always a Yaku and a Boonkies who are thereabouts, and Yaku showed us that last season. When we thought the season before we didn't maybe have the pace, and then last season he was right up there. But I think Josh, Bob, Top Dog, I think those are the guys with a lot of pace up front, and they're keeping it stable. They're not throwing their races away at all.
Yeah, I think the big downfall for Josh last season was a couple of DNFs and a couple of bad results, but he started this 12-race season very, very good. I mean, podium last week, first this week. He just needs to keep it together. I don't want to curse him, do the commentator's curse here, but yeah, for me, I think Josh stands out. I think Josh is going to make something of this. And then the other guy that I really think is going to make life very difficult for them is Top Dog. I think Yaku's got his hands full defending his title. I think Top Dog has got a lot of pace. I don't necessarily think the safety cars has worked for him. I think safety cars is maybe not the best thing for him tonight. I think he made the wrong call under the safety car. He probably should have pitted again. But don't throw away Top Dog. I think he's got a lot of pace. He's sticking with these guys. He's 23-lap-old mediums. Not sure how much Bob is pushing, and Bob is pushing because you can see the ERS is going down. And Top Dog only 2 seconds behind him, so that's not bad.
Well, more so. I mean, we know Zero is a fantastic and a quick driver. Zero on 18-lap-old mediums has been trying for a long time, and he's not getting past Top Dog. Top Dog is putting it in all the right places.
And I mean, those tires of Top Dog must be screaming.
No, they must be terrible.
Yeah. And then obviously Division 2, we're all in Division 2, so what do you think Division 2 is going to play out? Because, I mean, last night's results really opened up a can of worms. Stoffel winning, J-Boy, I think, leading the Drivers' World Championship now. What's your predictions for Division 2? How do you guys feel about Division 2?
Let's hear from Gerard first there.
I would obviously say, I think with the guys like Shakes and Nick and Arno out going to Division 1, I think it just opens it up for Division 2. Obviously, we got a few fast guys coming like Maxstar and Avilac.
No, he's got a lot of pace, eh? I
don't write Donovan Duffy off too. He's also got pace. I see he's coming right now. He's coming, getting some good results. The pace is there for them. So yeah, I would also say give it four more races and you will see. You get the direction.
Ron?
Yeah, look, I think welcome to Division 2. I'm with yourself. I think maybe this is the place you're gonna become best friends with your wheel. And and it's nice
that
to see.
That after last night, though.
It's nice to see you getting the pace, and you need that bit of boost
Josh
to get those.
Takes the win. Sorry guys.
Yeah,
we're already there.
Yeah,
well done, Josh. Fabulous drive, very quick.
There we go. 8 seconds ahead. That is. I mean, let's take this into a broader picture. So 8 seconds and a 50% race. That's almost 16 seconds. On a full race. Now, if someone wins in Formula 1 by 16 seconds, that's a country mile.
That's
so I think that was well controlled by him. My word.
And I think he was 3-4 laps very patient behind Top Dog. He could have gotten aggressive and been even further ahead.
Yeah. So well done to Josh. I mean, obviously bad luck for Super D.
Yes. See, look at that.
Look at that. I need to have a chat with him when we play Call of Duty again because my word. I'm not going to say anything about that. I might just get into trouble.
Very nice to see Aston Martins on the podium. We'd love to see that.
Yeah, that's good. Anything other than a Merc is good.
Okay, let me get the guys in the comms. We can have a quick chat with them.
Yeah, you guys do that. I just came for the company, so have a good interview session. Ron, and next week on to Imola.
On to Imola, yeah. Thanks for joining us. You can go back to your pipe and your whiskey.
Yeah, some espresso. Listen, we need to chat so we can do some coffee sometime. It's well overdue, mate.
Lekker, let's do that.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Well, there's your final classification in a race of a lot of DNFs and a lot of safety cars. It's Josh ahead of Bob. They both had the pace. They both really got on with it towards the end. Zero gets ahead of Top Dog, who had a 5-second penalty. We'll see how the stewards think about that 5-second penalty. But a good drive from Top Dog, 23, 24 lap old mediums. That's a lot more than I could have done. Well done, sir. Sir Hamrick didn't start his way today, but 5th is great points. Jaco Nagel stuck with strategy, and that's also good points there. Then Glitch, then Lee, then Boinkies, and guys who DNF'd, Speed Alcoholic, Arno, and the rest. Sorry, the list cut off there. But yeah, I think Gerrit, more DNFs I think that we were expecting tonight.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just a problem with these guys being so closely contested. They're within 2-3 tenths of each other in qualifying, and that's why in the race they're finding themselves on the same part of the track.
Yeah, it's possible. I can't seem to find Bob here.
Yeah, let me see if I can invite him quick. Yeah, let me just look for Bob. Otherwise we can ask Josh to add him as well. There we go, I've invited Bob as well. Zero, welcome to the comms box.
Hello everybody.
Hey Hunker, can you hear us? There we go.
I can hear you now, yep.
So tell us...
Josh and Bob, you guys are here?
Yeah.
There we go. We'll start with number 3 on the podium. Zero, stuck behind Top Dog for a very long time. I thought with his old tires maybe he had a chance, but I think he was driving quite well to keep you out.
Yeah, definitely. His defense was quite good. But I saw his 5-second penalty, so I wanted to take him, overtake him cleanly on track. I didn't want to take any chances. I knew if I stick to him, I would still take his place.
Yeah, and that for me is really what I saw from the top 4 drivers. It was really clean. Guys showed some patience, nothing, no dive bombs, no late lunges, no one pushing anyone off track. So yeah, good clean thinking, good clean racing, and it looks like there was a lot of pace up front. Bob and Josh eventually got away, eh?
Josh just pulled away, and I think I would have never catched him ever. I wouldn't have been able to even drive his pace. No, that was a very good drive from him.
Yeah, well done, Zero. Very, very cool thinking, and I'm sure frustrating behind Top Dog, but yeah, well done. Good podium. 4th last week, 3rd this week, right?
Yeah, I'm just moving up the ladder.
So 2nd next week, remember?
Yeah, 2nd next week.
No guarantees, no guarantees.
Cool, and then number 2 there, Mr. Bob. You also took a few laps to get past Top Dog, but once you did up the road, no issues. How was the rest of your race?
Starting in quali, got terminal. I started 6th, and I think it was a tough start for the race, but eventually managed to get on the podium.
Yeah, we saw
what
your
happened
wheel
in
on track
Q3?
there.
You put a lap in and then you crashed.
Yeah, I was doing another hot lap, and I just nicked the inside curb in the 2nd sector there, and it just sent my car.
No, that's like a Richard Hammond, crashing after the finish line.
Yeah, but I was going for another hot lap.
Okay, no, that's fine. Your 1 lap got you close enough to be in the battle, and
yeah, close enough.
Yeah, and then at the end, Josh was I think by the time you passed Top Dog, he was just too far up the road, eh?
Yeah. Top Dog was like Fernando Alonso there today. It was just holding ran up. But yeah, well done team. I don't know if he's going to get that penalty removed or not, but we'll do the stewards.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but at least you got the move done on track, so you let the guy do the talking on track. That's important.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Josh, our winner for tonight here in Australia. How did Australia treat you? I mean, a good battle with Nick in Q3 there. I think you guys changed provisional pole like 2-3 times there. So and then the race I think was clean enough. I mean, a bit of a battle with Top Dog. How'd it go?
Yeah, on the start, I was just hoping to get Nick going into the first corner, and he got a bad start, so luckily that worked out. They put early for a safety car, I think it was the first safety car on lap 5, and I decided to stay out, maybe hoping that there was another one when I needed to put, and luckily there was, so I didn't lose too much time. But by that time I think Nick was disqualified for some reason. So yeah, at the end when there was a safety car, I think Top Dog, he was quite fast, but I felt like I had more pace than him and I could have probably got a gap. So yeah, he was holding me up. I just went for the overtake and I got it done and I managed to pull a gap, so yeah.
Yeah, no, well done. And yeah, I think maybe a few too many safety cars. I think only 9 drivers finished in the end. But that spoils the plan A a bit, eh?
Yeah.
And leading the championship so
For
far.
now. It's not over yet, nowhere near.
Where were you last week, Josh? Second, eh? Second to first.
Second, yes. Yeah,
And
second.
first,
Going up.
I don't know where you go from there.
Next week is a Grand Slam,
DNF,
boys. Next week is a Grand Slam.
There you go,
next
Grand Slam.
week.
yeah, you must get pole and a win next time. That's a grand slam.
And
Yeah.
fastest lap. And fastest lap.
And fastest lap.
And fastest lap. Yeah.
But yeah, I think the only thing we want to change, Josh, is your celebration on the podium. It's a bit cocky, I think.
Yeah, that Superman thing
Earn
is,
some more
we're not
pit
happy with
coins
it.
and get another celebration, please. No, otherwise than that, very well done, Josh. I think only 12 races in the season, 2 races down, and the championship's going good so far. You enjoying the knowing there's only 10 races to go when you on top of the log there?
Yeah, some good races for me coming up. Also, I know Bob's good at them, so we're gonna see who's the best.
Better than DNF in quali?
Yes,
Should be good.
yeah. Yeah, hopefully better, but yeah, I'm excited for the next few tracks.
Okay, thanks guys, and good race, and we'll hopefully speak to you guys next race.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, 0, you owe us second place, eh?
Yeah,
I'll
second
try my
place.
best.
Yeah.
Alright, cheers everyone. Thanks for that. That's it from us. See you next week in Imola.
Bye bye.
Cheers.
Ciao, ciao.